I'm here with Mike Alford. We're at the Wendell Parks and Recreation tennis courts here in the Wendell Park, and Mike is going to do a project for us out here, and it's really something that's special to the town of Wendell and especially to Parks and Recreation, because he's going to resurface our tennis courts, something that hasn't been done in probably 10 years. Mike, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're going to do out here?
Sure, Tim. We have decided that we would like to resurface the tennis courts for one reason. Obviously, I'm from Wendell, lived out here for about the past 30 years, and we just recently moved our business out into about 6 blocks from here.
Oh, wow.
About 6 months ago.
Yes.
And we actually wanted to try out some new materials that we just got in. From time to time, there is new materials on the market, and we like to try to test them out. And we thought, why not Wendell Park? So that's how it all got started. Originally, we were just going to patch the cracks and try the new material,
which is something that we tentatively do year to year, and that's what we ask. The courts aren't in the greatest shape. They're in good shape, but they aren't in the greatest shape. And from what I understand, Kelly Conley, the Parks and Recreation athletics programmer, she comes out and she gives you a call, and basically you set up a time from year to year to come patch the cracks. But this year's a little bit different. So.
That's correct. And one thing led to the other, and we just thought that while we were out here experimenting with these new materials, why not just go ahead and resurface the entire court? So that's where we're at this point.
That is awesome. That is awesome, because tell us, what are these courts going to look like? What will they look like when everything is said and done?
Well, anyone who's involved with tennis may know that the U.S. Open Championship is actually going on as we speak right now.
Yes.
And these courts are, the color combination is blue in the play-in area and green in the out of bounds.
Okay.
So that's the color selections that we have chosen, and Kelly also wants out here at Wendell Park.
Well, that'll make it pop.
It will. And for even for folks who don't play tennis, will be able to look over here and see something that looks different. They'll notice it immediately. So we're really excited about that, and we're also going to be repainting the practice wall as well with the same color combination.
So that'll stand out as folks drive in and they can see it from the road and know that there's some serious changes.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Anyone that comes into the facility to perhaps play basketball or baseball, the first thing they're going to notice is that practice wall looks completely different. And it may actually draw more attention to tennis here at the park.
I know it will. Our tennis courts do get used pretty regularly, but this will probably intensify things, because if anybody has ever come out and said, well, we would rather play somewhere else because of the surface, now they have no excuses, because these surfaces will be in perfect, pristine shape.
That's exactly right.
You mentioned that we're going to have blue and green.
That's correct.
Do you have different colors that you would offer if someone else want to get their courts resurfaced? Do you
absolutely.
Have
yes. Well, I do have some materials here that we can talk about. And also, I'd like to mention that our website, which is northstateresurfacing.com, has a feature where you can actually, there's an image of a tennis court that you can click onto the play-in area and out of bounds and change the colors around.
That is cool. So, anytime you almost feel like you're playing. You're
well, that's exactly right. Now, these colors here, if you see, these are the various combinations that are provided by Deco Color for tennis courts.
Okay.
Now, Wendell Park is going to be U.S. Open Blue in the playing area, and U.S. Open Green in the out of bounds.
Okay. And so that's listed on here as U.S. Open Blue and Green.
That's exactly cool. Right.
And you can do any combination that you would want. So
absolutely.
You can do Tour Purple inside and Adobe Tan outside. You can do whatever combination you want.
Whatever the client would like to have, we'll do it that way. Blue and the green is the most common nowadays, though.
Right. Is that because of the U.S. Open?
Correct.
So that's very good. How long would this project take? When you guys plan on starting?
We plan to start in about 2 weeks. I'm thinking that it's going to be sometime between September the 16th and the 23rd.
Okay.
Weather permitting.
Right, sure.
And And it should take us about a week to complete the entire project.
Wow, that's all? Just a week?
Yes, that's it.
Well, you guys really do a quick
Well,
and fast job.
this is what we do for a living. So I mean,
what kind of what does it look like? I know you have a little piece of
right.
material
Well,
here. How does that? What does this kind of show?
This is a cross section of the actual surface that we'll be applying, and this is actually the asphalt base.
Okay.
This would be the it's a 3-coat system.
Okay.
That actually goes over the patch cracks and everything.
Gotcha.
So there will be 1 coat of resurfacer, 1 coat of color, first coat, which is the filler coat basically.
Okay.
Finish coat of color, and then of course the playing line.
Nice.
And these materials actually have fine sand added to them on the site.
Okay.
And the sand actually serves 2 purposes. First being that it helps fill in voids and imperfections in the existing surface.
That makes sense.
And second being that on the finish coat, we can actually adjust the speed of the play by how much sand that we add to the finish.
Wow, that's some serious detail. Now, do we want to play fast out here? Or
Well, it's up to Kelly. I need to speak to her about that.
We'll let Kelly let us know.
That's right.
That's very good. I didn't know it went into that much detail, but we're definitely looking forward to having the courts resurfaced. And what we're going to do is try to keep up with this and kind of get you guys working, and then maybe even get a couple of guys that come out here and we'll talk to them about the surface and how it has changed from this surface to what we have coming.
Very good.
So thank you, Mike, again for coming out today. We
Tim,
appreciate all your hard work and everything that you do for the town of Wendell. If you notice, our teams in our fall league have a couple of teams are named after you guys, North State Resurfacing. So that's something that's really awesome that you guys do as well. So thank you again for doing this for Wendell Parks and Rec in the town of Wendell.
Well, it is our pleasure, and thank you, Tim.
We are back at the tennis courts at Wendell Park with Mike Alford with North State Resurfacing. If you will notice behind me, a beautiful surface. Mike, you guys have finished the project. How did it go?
It went fantastic.
It looks fantastic. The colors are just popping, the blue and the green. How long did it take you guys to do this? I know initially you said it would be about a week.
Well, that's correct, but we actually had 2 crews out here working, and so we were able to wrap it up a little quicker than anticipated. And I actually came out here and did some work, and I think I might have slowed the process down a little bit because I haven't been out here in a while.
So we got a professional on the job as well, so that's really good. That's good stuff. I know when you were laying the new surface, we talked a little bit after we did our first interview, and you were telling me about the material used. It has a green effect. What does that mean?
What I was saying is that the products that we use for resurfacing and for new construction, it's manufactured by DecoTurf, same outfit that makes the U.S. Open surface.
Okay.
It has been certified green-wise by the Coatings Research Group, and what that means is that the manufacturing of the products and the end result of the product is it's completely safe, and it's actually met certain environmental requirements in order to be able to give it.
So environmentally safe, and we're using a product that they're testing, and they're making sure that's good for everybody.
That's
so it's not just something we're putting out here and it's going to affect the environment or anything else, the earth, and long term. This is something that's good for it, right?
That's correct, and that's the reason why this product's been given that designation. And in addition to that, a portion of the water that we use on all of our projects is recycled.
Oh wow! Okay.
And reused during other aspects of the job.
Okay.
And you know, it's a small portion of it, but we just think it's the responsible thing to do. And you know, we're just trying to do our part to keep the environment clean for future generations.
Well, that's awesome of you guys to do. I mean, just thinking long term and thinking like that is a good thing. Let's talk a little bit about the courts. Your assessment of it. I think they're beautiful. I think the people that have come out here have said they are beautiful.
Okay.
We have noticed that there's a difference in play, the speed of play we talked about a little bit.
Right.
And Kelly got to pick out the speed. Is it fast, is it slow, or is it right in the middle?
It's right in the middle, right in that sweet spot. You know, where younger players can play, it's not too slow for them. However, if some older folks like myself want to come out here, you know, it's slow enough to where you still manage to chase the ball down on the baseline.
I got it. That makes it good. And speaking of the baseline, because of the contrasting colors, does it make it easier for the players to see the ball, see the ins, the outs?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, the two-tone combination here, the blue and the wintergreen, it's been chosen for the U.S. Open, but there's more to this product than just aesthetics. This particular shade of blue actually has been developed specifically to help players see the ball better.
Okay.
It makes it stand out. So, pardon the pun, but there's more to it than meets the eye out here.
Well, anytime you can improve things and make things better for the players and make things safer and easier, because I know the only arguments that I would ever get into on a tennis court was ins and outs, and now there'll be a gray area there because it'll be almost definitive, and you can't really argue that. So
that's right.
The process will be over. I need all the help I can get.
I do too, to be honest with you.
Okay, is there anything else that you would like to add? I know, once again, you guys did this out of the goodness of your heart.
Right.
For the people of Wendell, for any other area that might want to come check out a new surface or think about having their tennis courts redone, we would highly recommend you all. We think you did it in a very quick and fast process, and it looks great, it looks beautiful. How can they get in touch with you once again?
Well, once again, our website is northstateresurfacing.com, and if you'd like to call us, the phone number is 919-365-7500. And we feel fortunate that we were able to provide this service for the community, and I think I speak for everyone out here. I hope that everyone comes out and tries the newly renovated tennis courts, and you know, it's just a wonderful park, and I'm just happy to be able to do this for you.
We totally appreciate it, and I can tell you when I leave at night, I see the courts packed every single night. Now we can contribute that to you, and I know they all are enjoying the new product. So thank you, Mike, for doing what you did.